Hi guys, welcome back to a new video, and today I just feel like drawing Omori because unfortunately that quote-unquote game slash fandom slash whatever you call it, it I guess came back recently and I just decided to draw him in my sketchbook again. Omori is one of those games where you play it once and then you become obsessed with it, but then you take a break and then it comes back and it's like an ongoing pattern. I personally do not mind because it is one of the best games I have played in a while, unfortunately, because I just feel like there's not really that many good games out there anymore, and it's kind of rare to find one, and that's exactly what happened with Omori. I don't know if I explained this or not. If I did in a previous video, I apologize, but I just bought the game off the Switch, I guess, market store, whatever, and I had no idea what I was getting into until I actually played the game, and I liked it, and even till the end I was like, oh man, it's over. But yeah, so back to this video. So I just decided, why not draw him, Omori, again in my sketchbook, but this time let's color him and see how it turns out. I'm personally in a phase in my art journey where I'm trying not to focus too much on what other people like, but what I like and what I like to draw. And I remember back in the day, my videos, I kept being consistent and posting every Friday, I believe. And I feel like the main reason for that is because I just drew whatever I wanted and I just had fun with it. So I'm trying to get back into that mindset, even if the drawings may look kind of wonky because they're not as planned. At least I was having fun more with my art and learning new skills and just experimenting overall. So I feel like since I'm trying to get back into posting again, because I did take a break, but I keep wanting to post again. So I decided, you know what, to try and get back into the swing of things, let's draw a fandom or a game that I'm very passionate about at the moment, which is Omori. So when it comes to me sketching him out, I found a picture on Pinterest and I just decided, hey, let's redraw this in my style and color it. I think the main issue, in my opinion, when it came to this drawing was first the inking, because I used a certain ink pen that I had multiples of, but I guess because I don't use them as often, the ink dried out. So when I was gliding it across the paper, not enough ink was coming out, and I was getting a little annoyed. Thankfully, my old school, I think Pigma Microns, that's what they're called, Sakura Pigma Microns, they thankfully still work. And it's so funny because every art kid back in the day on YouTube they were obsessed with these ink pens, and now they still work compared to the other ones I have, other ink brand pens I have. So that's very funny. So I used the Pigma Micron to re-ink half the picture, and he looks adorable. I love him so much. In my opinion, he kind of looks like an older teen a little bit, because if you actually look at the original art of Omori, he's a little kid. He's so sweet. And like with my art style, he looks like a teen, an older teenish. I think it's the eyes, honestly. And yeah, I loved how the inking went. Now, with the coloring, this is where I'm like 50-50 about the whole thing, because his skin tone, I feel like I could have used a lighter skin tone, because I don't know, I was using Ohuhu markers. I didn't feel like pulling out my Copic markers and playing with those, because half of them, honestly, since I don't use them that often, I'm pretty sure half of them are dried out slightly. So I was like, let's use Ohuhu markers. And unfortunately, the set I have, it's really hard to find a decent skin tone combination. And I feel like Omori here, well, Sunny, whatever you call him, I feel like he could have had a lighter skin tone, but overall, it's not even that bad. I'm just being picky, but as I finished coloring his skin, I was like, I may have messed up, maybe? I don't know. With his hair and clothing, and even the cat, all of those turned out very amazing. I especially enjoyed coloring his hair, even though it was 2 colors. It was very therapeutic, and when it came to me coloring him, I used the Ohuhu marker and I colored with circular motions just to make sure the ink wasn't like streaky or anything like that. So yeah. Honestly, it's kind of nice to draw things I like and I'm very passionate about, because I was having a blast doing this and I kind of want to do more. But I think next week I might do something else. I have been drawing my OCs more, and I actually finally have a decent backstory between all of my OCs and who they are and stuff. I know back in previous videos I did give you guys somewhat of a get to know my characters more, but now I feel like I'm more confident to tell you guys who they are and what their personality is, backstory, etc. Because I feel like that's why it was hard for me to really draw my comic or even plan to even write the script for my comic, because I really did not know my characters as much. But now I'm like, okay, this is a simple backstory. I feel like we are okay to do the next step, which is writing the script or finalizing the story, because I'm trying to make it more simpler. And once that's all done, I can finally draw it. So that's what I've been doing, like off camera. I've been trying to, again, get to know more of my characters. I've been crocheting, doing other hobbies other than drawing, just to try and, I guess, take a break and realize, like, hey, just don't overthink it. Just draw what you want to draw. And if people like it, they like it. If they don't, that's okay. Just keep going. Because again, back in the day, I remember I would just draw anything, not really any much commentary, and I was like having fun. And yeah, so I'm going to try and get back into that. And if some videos have commentary, some don't, I hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm just like rambling. If you guys have a favorite character in Omori, please let me know down in the comments below. I really want to know. This is indeed a basil free household, so I like every character except for Basil. I know I'm a monster. I know. I just don't really like him as much as the other characters, and I knew something was off with him when I started playing the game. And once I finished it, I was like, okay, now I really don't like you and I want you away from me. But honestly, my favorite character of all time is Sunny slash Omori. He is so cute, and he basically, if he was real, I would just give him a big hug and be his friend, because he, even though he has like a supportive friend group, I feel like I can make him more happy, more confident in himself and everything. And yeah, he's just like the coolest character in the whole game. So yeah, I think my second favorite character that I love, I did like Hiro and Kel. I was not really fond of Audrey or Aubrey, whoever her name is. I'm sorry. I was not really a fan of her really until like later. Like, she's not as worse than Basil, but she's like not my favorite really. She kind of got on my nerves a little bit, but not like, again, not a deep hatred I have for Basil. And with Mari, she is adorable. She is a good big sister. So yeah, overall, great game. If you have not played Omori, I highly recommend it, or just watch a gameplay video of someone playing it, or with or without commentary. There's many available on YouTube. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and keep on drawing. Bye!